Hi, I'm Elle. I'm Head of Content Strategy here at C3, and today I'm going to talk to you first of all about why should you do a content audit. This is going to be a two-part series, so we're going to explain why do a content audit, and then my next video is going to be on the metrics that you need to use when you're doing one. If we're asking why we should be doing a content audit, the main point is that the content on your site could actually be harming your whole website itself. Obviously, we've had Google's helpful content update be rolled out over the last few weeks, and if your content was good, then you shouldn't have really seen any detrimental impact. But what we do know is that bad content, even if it's only a few pages, is going to be detrimentally impacting all the really good content on your site. So doing a content audit, if you haven't done one before, is really crucial. But if we break that point down further, one of the main reasons why you want to do a content audit is to get rid of any sort of duplicate or spammy content. When I say duplicates, obviously a lot of blogs now for different brands have been running for sort of 5 or 10 years plus, and it's likely that if you are a blog writer right now, you weren't the writer 5 or 10 years ago. So what that means is you might accidentally have been sort of recommending and writing content that actually existed on your site years ago. And what that means is that Google is, so when a person is typing in a question, they're really confused as to which page they should be showing, and so they don't show any at all. So that again is harming your site. So doing a content audit is really helpful because it means you can essentially get rid of that duplicate content. Another reason why you should be doing a content audit is to get rid of any spammy content. So again, if we think back to sort of 5 or 10 years ago, the rules for writing content were really different because Google wasn't as smart as it is now. So sort of writers in the past might have been sort of like stuffing keywords in or writing really over-optimized anchor text. And you might not even know it's on your website. But again, having that really bad content could be harming the content that's really good on your website. And another reason is that it means that you can take a look and see if there's any content on your site that's actually really irrelevant to your brand. Because what a lot of content writers and strategists in the past did, and again I'm talking sort of 5 or 10 years ago, they might have found some search volume for a specific topic that wasn't related to what they were selling or offering at all. But because there was search volume there, they thought they were going to write about it anyway. But this is like a bad user experience, because if someone is searching for a question and they're clicking through and they're having a read, and then you can't kind of take them through to that next stage so they can't, purchase what they want to purchase or do what they want to do, then they're going to bounce back. And what that means is then ultimately your page isn't going to rank as well. And then another reason why, and there are positives to content audits obviously, so it enables you to identify content gaps and opportunities, because when you're doing keyword research for one page, you might find that actually that keyword doesn't fit into a blog, for instance, but actually it would work really well as a landing page. So you can make a note of that, and then when it means you're doing your next content roadmap, you can take that idea and see if it's something that you can potentially implement. And it also means that you aren't going to be accidentally sort of cannibalizing content in the future, because there's no way you're going to better understand your content than by getting into the nitty-gritty and looking at every single URL in an audit. So by the time you've done one, you're going to have a full understanding of every single piece of content that's on your website. And what that means is you're not going to accidentally suggest a topic that was written about 5 years ago, because you know that's there and you've already optimized it and made it the best it can be. I hope that's helped in sort of explaining the reasons why you want to do a content audit. Content audits can take a while to do, especially if you've not done one before, but they're super valuable. And if you want to try one out for yourself, then make sure you check out my next video where I'll be talking to the metrics that you should be using when doing your content audits. So if you want to find out more, then head over to the Connective 3 website, where I've got a blog on how to conduct a content audit, and you'll also find a free downloadable template there for starting your own audits.